Good morning. I'd like to encourage us today by sharing a few personal thoughts on hope. The Oxford Dictionary defines hope as a feeling of expectation and desire, and the Bible tells us in the book of Romans 15:13 that God is a God of hope. So surely in hard times we can have an expectation of this God of hope that He's going to see us through. I've learned that life is all about times and seasons, and in the book of Ecclesiastes, in the Bible, Ecclesiastes chapter 3 has a lot to say about times and seasons, and they're not all good times and seasons. It talks about a time of killing, a time of pulling down, a time of mourning, and a time of weeping, in addition to other things. In my life, I've learned that the secret of getting through these difficult times is to wait on the Lord. In Isaiah chapter 40 and verse 31, it says, "They who wait upon the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles." Isn't it wonderful to think that in the midst of the hardest times, the Lord is able to give us strength, He renews our strength, and He blows wind under our wings so that we can soar above the situation and not be overwhelmed by the things that we see around us, like this COVID-19. Martin Luther King, and I think this is a lovely quote, once said, "But I know somehow that only when it is dark enough can you see the stars." This is so true. Ask yourself during this period of lockdown, what stars have you been able to see? What things are you able to appreciate in a new way because of the lockdown? What is this pandemic teaching you about appreciation? Romans 8:28 tells us, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him." And for me, that's also very encouraging. It helps me to know that God is working in my life through this whole thing for my good. And that helps me to look forward with hope and with expectancy. A final thought I'd like to leave with you. The Chilean poet Pablo Neruda had something lovely to say. He said this, you can cut all the flowers down, but you cannot keep the spring from coming. No matter what season we're in, this too will pass, and God will bring in the new season. Spring follows the winter. So wherever you find yourself today, can I encourage you to look beyond the present and all its drama with hope in God for a better future? God bless.